Let me remind the people of Kenya that this regime was founded on the philosophy of bottom-up economic transformation agenda. But over the last 4 years, the regime is doing the exact opposite. The small trader, the Kenyan retailer, who was supposed to be moved from the bottom of the economic pyramid, now the retailer has been moved to the bottomless pit. Kenya has between 4 million to 5 million micro and small retail enterprises who hold dukas, kiosks, and market stores. They form a majority of neighborhood shops supplying daily household goods. This number is well over 60% of the medium and small enterprises market base. On 2nd March 2023, at the Kenyatta International Conference Center, William Ruto, during the launch of the Women Enterprise Fund, in the presence of hundreds of women, made the famous Mutungi ya gas promise that the price of the 6 kg gas cylinder would trade between 300 to 500 Kenya shillings from the then 2,800. This was to be effective from June 2023. Little did we know that he was planning to raid the trade and dominate it. For the last 2 years, small-scale gas dealers have been put under ruthless state-sanctioned seizure, systematic harassment, and a total subversion of the regulatory framework and the guidelines for the retail of liquefied petroleum gas in cylinders. Let me break it down as this is happening. In June 2025, the Deputy Inspector General of Police, Eliud Lagat, formed a clandestine police unit, which is stationed in Hurlingham, Nairobi, formerly known as the Heart Center. This police station is not gazetted. It is called the Black Site, as it's popularly known. It has an armory, a clandestine budget, and a multi-rank police command with Mr. Robert Linyiru Gituma serving as the OSPD. There are other ranks of SSP, OCS, Deputy OCS, OC Crime, and 25 rogue officers in the rank of constable. This unit operates under private supervision of a private citizen, Mr. Cleve Mutiso. Mr. Mutiso is always in the field brandishing firearms and threatening small-scale traders, doing illegal inspections, ordinarily the duties of the Energy Police Station in Kawi House, Nairobi. Between June and October 2025, this vigilante group operating with impunity raided Nairobi, Kiambu, Kajiado, and Machakos small-scale gas retailers using private vehicles and private lorries. They took away with them over 200,000 gas cylinders. No single inventory was done, no OB entry was recorded, and nobody was taken to court. Where are these 200,000 gas cylinders? These overseers officers report directly to DIG Langat, and they are indeed untouchable. On March 10, 2025, EPRA, in a letter reference EPRA/PEACP/SE/1/CO/PM, declared itself the sole enforcement agency in this sector. However, the vigilante group under DIG Langat and Mr. Mutiso get direct support from one Deputy Director of Surveillance and Enforcement, Major Retired Agostino Uma, who shares crucial intelligence and points of sale for the licensed small-scale traders. I'm aware that on 21st August 2025, the small-scale gas retailers in Kenya, who are over 500,000, wrote to President William Ruto on this matter, and a letter reference MBN/GAN/97/25. Again on 1st April 2026, under reference MISC/2026, they wrote again to President William Ruto. After these letters, the harassment has more than doubled. Hithato, the pain is more. When Eliud Langat deployed this team to North Rift, Nyanza, and Western regions, they forcibly took away gas cylinders and vehicles and put them at the Kakamega police station. When they illegally wanted to prosecute the matter, the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution, via letter reference ODPP stroke KAK stroke CAM stroke 1 stroke 069, dated 18th October 2025, stated that this operation was carried out without notice to EPRA and therefore improper per Section 11E of the Energy Act 2019. The above is just one of the cases of brutal and constant harassment, arbitrary and unlawful arrest, and unlawful enforcement procedures against LPG traders. It must be clearly noted that no LPG trader is against any regulations and laws. The question is harassment, arbitrary arrests, illegal seizure of gas cylinders, and extortion by DIG Langat and his militia. We note that when the current acting EPRA DG, one Dr. Okech, is seemingly overcompromised and accomplice or not in charge of EPRA, the raids have been intensified by Mr. Cliff Mutiso and DIG Eliud Lagat. We have evidence that the seized gas cylinders are channeled to private and upcoming LPG enterprises owned by politicians and other state actors. One of these farms is in Kitengela, and Kenyans saw these gas cylinders during the Olkalau by-election, and your guess is as good as mine on who owns this enterprise. The people of Kenya had over 500,000 traders of LPG gas demand as follows: that the inhuman treatment and physical assault of small-scale traders by this vigilante group be stopped immediately, and the black site in Hurlingham, the illegal police station, be shut down forthwith. Number 2, legal action be taken against Mr. Mutiso, Deputy Inspector General Eliud Langat, the command of this ungazetted police station, and the 25 clandestine rogue police officers. Number 3, the 200,000 gas cylinders seized before they returned and to the affected traders compensated as per the law. Number 4, the rogue EPRA officers led by Major Retired Agostino Ouma and the Acting Director General Kech be investigated and prosecuted for abuse of office and subversion of regulations. 5, that the legal framework and guidelines in the trade of liquefied petroleum gas be observed and followed to the letter. Finally, we are adequately informed that this LPG gas harassment of small gas traders has more than it meets the eye. William Ruto, through Ashirami Synergy, a company closely associated with him, wants to introduce a deal like the petroleum's G2G ragtag to completely drive out other players and free market in the LPG sector. We are also aware of other commercial interests of William Ruto in the LPG sector. 1, he owns Surge Energy Limited, a leading manufacturer of gas cylinders in Kenya, situated in Kitengela. This is where the gas cylinders for Olkalau were repainted and repackaged for distribution in Olkalau. 2, he owns Taifa Gas, a 45,000 metric tons liquefied petroleum gas, LPG import and storage terminal at the Dogo Kudu Special Economic Zone in Mombasa, now under construction. Mr. Ruto has given instructions to transfer the track and trace function from the regulator to e-citizen to allow the procurement and onboarding of the LARU, which he has purchased. 4, track and trace through e-citizens will undertake the digital tracking of gas cylinders in the market. This contract is being awarded to the LARU, and we all know that William Ruto owns the LARU. Mr. William Ruto, please leave small-scale traders alone. You have taken too much. And again, we kindly ask you, how much is enough? The Kenya Integrated Election Management System. Kenyans, you'll be